How good is Kiawe and Alolan Marowak actually? How's it going, guys? In today's video, we will have an in-depth analysis of Kiawe and Alolan Marowak. Make sure to subscribe for future Pokemon Master content and let's get started. So overall, Kiawe is a really solid support. Really solid. His base kit and sync grid are pretty nice, having Potion NPR and Master Healer kinda similar to Skyla and Sona, right? So Kiawe is a fire support weak to water. He has good HP, whatever attack, good defense and special defense, irrelevant special attack, and not so great speed. For his team skills, he has fire support, Alola support, trial giver support, bodybuilder support, and artistic support. So for his passive, the first one is Dashing Team 5. Has a 60% chance to +1 speed to your entire team when an attack is successful. This is a really good passive, meaning like he can give speed support as well on top of his regular trainer move, right? So that is really a really good passive. 60% chance is also pretty high, so about 1 in every other attack, right? The second passive is on a roll 4. Basically what this passive does is it quintuple the chance of lowering your opponent's stats when using a move. We will go over this more in depth later when we get into his moveset, because one of his moves, specifically Shadow Bone, make use of this passive. His third passive is Quick Tempo. This enables move gauge acceleration when the user enters the battle. It's a really good passive for Kiawe as well because he has really bad speed, right? 2-1 speed, and it's pretty bad, not that great. So when you enter the battle with move gauge acceleration, and then on top of Dashing Team 5, you get to increase your speed, right? So once the move gauge acceleration ends, you will have like a decent speed for your entire team because of Dashing Team 5. So for his moves, the first one is Flame Charge. It's a physical fire type move with 36 BP and 100% accuracy. Basically what it does is when you use it, you +1 speed. You might not want to use this that often because it's better to use Shadow Bone since you already have Dashing Team 5 as your passive, so you're gonna get speed anyways. His second move is Potion. It has 2 users and restores 40% of an ally's HP. His grid makes Potion really good. Very similar to Skyla. So the third move is Shadow Bone. It's a physical ghost type move that uses 2 gauges, 58 BP, and 100% accuracy. So what this does is it has 20% chance to -1 defense on your opponent. 20% sounds very low, but he has on a roll 4, which quintuples the chance. So 20% becomes 100%. So every time you use Shadow Bone, you -1 defense on the opponent. It's a really good idea to run him with physical strikers like Hilda and Embor. Next up is his trainer move, Dancing Fever. 2 users. Basically what it does is it +1 attack, +1 special attack, and +1 crit to your entire team. It's a really solid trainer move. It's a great idea to pick up NPR on his grid, mainly because if you get NPR, you get to use this 3 times, and when you use it 3 times, you get to +3 crit, which is the max crit. So make sure to take NPR in the grid. We will talk about that later when we get to the sync grid section. So since it +1 attack and +1 special attack, it's a good idea to run him with like a mixed striker, right? Like a striker that uses physical and special attack. Specifically Ho-Oh. I think Ho-Oh is going to be a pretty good teammate for Kiawe because Ho-Oh has Sacred Fire and his Sig move, which are physical attack. And then he also has Overheat, which is a special attack. On top of that, Ho-Oh has Inertia as well as Ramming Speed. Both this passive in his grid will increase his attack when you have higher speed buffs, which Kiawe can do because Kiawe has Dashing Team 5, right? So Ho-Oh is going to do a lot of damage with Inertia and Ramming Speed. So his 1 out of 5 grid is really nothing impressive. The only thing you get for 1 out of 5 grid is Potion and PR2, which is good, but that's pretty much it. You don't even get any MGR stuff. So 1 out of 5 build, you just take everything, and you still have leftover energy left. You still have 50 energy left, so that's kind of interesting. So for 2 out of 5 grid, you get some pretty good stuff here. First of all, you get Flame Charge MGR3, 40% chance to get back move gauge. It's pretty good, but typically you want to use Shadow Bone instead because like I said, you can already get speed buffs from his passive, so might as well just use Shadow Bone. The next thing you get is Dancing Fever MPR3. You must take this, especially if you don't have any other crit support, so you must take this. And then you get Crit Strike 3, not necessary, you're not gonna use Kiawe as a damage dealer anyways, because Kiawe has a pretty bad attack. Now to the best part of his grid. The bottom left section, you get MPR2, which you get from 1 of 5, and then Master Healer 1. You get 2 of them, so your potion healing goes up from 40% to 60%, which is really good. You must take this, definitely 100%. The next thing you get is Shadow Bolt MGR3. I recommend this over Flame Charge because, like I said before, you will use this more often to decrease the enemy's defense. So for his grid, you pretty much have this. You have 6 energy left, just take any like stat buffs or something, whatever, right? So for 3 out of 5, honestly, there's a lot of new stuff, but those new stuff are not like super useful for Kiawe. The first thing is we get Endurance. It's endurance is endurance. It's always nice to have, but it's not necessary. Wise Entry 2, you can take this, but it's all the way up here, so it's gonna be quite expensive. It's 7 energy and then plus 2 defense, plus 2 special defense when the Pokemon enters battle. It's okay, but just bring like a special defense support anyways, so yeah. Then we have Focus Group 2, has 30% chance to plus 1 crit to your entire team. It's not, just take MPR3, it's cheaper, it's 7 energy compared to 10 energy. And then this one has 40% chance, right? 40% chance, this one has 30% chance, might as well just get this. The next up is Crit Healing 1, it's 20% chance to restore HP when the move is crit, which you pretty much crit every time with Kiawe after using his trainer move 3 times. But it's only 20% and it's 10 energy, you don't really want to spend 10 energy on this. So the next thing is Potion MPR2, you must take this. Take all the potions down, the bottom left section. So there's a little quick fun fact for you guys. Kiawe has the same exact grid layout as Skyla, especially like on the bottom left section, right? It's the exact same. The only difference is that here it's plus 20 special attack and Kiawe is plus 20 attack. So that is pretty interesting. So I would say that Kiawe will be pretty good, maybe like as good as Skyla, right, in terms of healing, because it's pretty much the same stuff. MPR2, 2 potion MPR2 and then 2 Master Healer 1. So the next thing you get is Unfortuitous 4, I don't know how to pronounce that, but whatever. It's 50% chance to lower the target's attack, defense, special attack, special defense, accuracy and speed, or evasiveness at random. You don't really need this, it's 10 energy, expensive. Next up is Insult to Injury. You're not gonna use him as a striker anyways, don't take this. So for his build, you would take Shadow Bone MGR3 and then Dancing Fever. The thing that sucks about this is that you cannot take all the good stuff for Kiawe, which really sucks because this would be really nice. Shadow Bone MGR3, maybe you have to sacrifice this mainly because you're gonna increase your speed anyways, so you probably want to sacrifice this and then take something else. Maybe you can take Critical Healing, right? Because you really don't have anything, you don't have enough energy, which really sucks. If you haven't started using Skyla, you should, because Skyla is one of the best support in the game. It's really sad you cannot take this as well, unless you have like crit support. Then you can sacrifice this and then take this instead, right? Something like this. If you don't have crit support, then just take the MPR3. It really depends. Should you summon Kiawe and Alolan Marowak? No. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a really solid support. Really nice. His entire moveset, his grid is really solid, really nice. But he's featured in a regular Spotlight Scout, so he's gonna be in the regular pool after his banner ends, so just save your gems for 2nd anniversary. So guys, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.